Hello folks, in this set of videos I'm going to be looking at exercise number 4. The first thing I've done is I've downloaded exercise number 4, which is just our PDF here, and I'm going to be going through it. This is going to take quite a few steps, so I'm going to make quite a few different videos, and you can watch each of them or start where you want or do it however you like. Now, to do exercise 4, it's telling us that we have to start from the shopping cart code that is posted on Moodle. So, I already have Moodle open up. Now, you want to make sure that you don't take the exercise 4 code because that's the completed code once you finish this set of videos. You want to go up and take the shopping cart code. So, the shopping cart example code. So, I'm going to press enter right there, and you see that it's going to download it. So I'm downloading that code, and now I can close the Moodle because I have everything I need. I'm going to minimize this for a moment, and now I'm going to open up my downloads folder, and you'll see that I have cart. Well, before we can get into the actual exercise, we want to get things set up as they were at the beginning of the cart example, right before we start exercise 4. So to do that, number one, I'll put the cart folder on the desktop and I'll minimize the desktop. And I'll go into NetBeans. I already had it started and I'll create a new project. So for that project, I will use a PHP simple application. I'm going to call mine cart underscore improved. And I'm actually going to just copy that. Then I'll browse. We have to make sure we browse over to where we're keeping our easy PHP. So in my case, it's program files, easy PHP, easy PHP data, local web. So I'll choose that. And I want a subdirectory inside local web. And we're going to name it, come on. It's taking its time. Well, that was not the right thing. We're going to name it cart underscore improved. Okay, so we set up that. We're going to click next. We're not going to choose. We're going to use our local server. And next, it's going to ask us about our frameworks, and we're finished. It's a little bit slow here today. When that's finished, the next thing I have to do is create the database. But before I do that, I'm going to take a look at what the database credentials should be. In particular, I want to know what the database name is. So we'll give that a second to stop. We're at 80%. The reason it's taking a second is because this is the first time I've used NetBeans on this computer. I installed a brand new computer in order to do this demo. Okay, so here we have the empty project. So I'm going to restore this window. I'm going to actually go here to my easy PHP. I'm going to right click and explore. We will find the cart improved directory, and inside there we have the default index. We don't really need that, so let's remove the default index. Let's open up the cart that we downloaded. Inside there we have another folder, and we're going to copy all the contents of here into the new folder or the new project for NetBeans. Okay. So now I'm going to close this. I this. We can just put this aside for now. And we can go back here and blow this up. And then we can go, if you remember, to source. And we can stand for external changes. So all I've really done so far is built a NetBeans project based on the code that we downloaded. If we look here, we have to build a database named shopping, and we have a shopping.sql file that's all ready to be uploaded into the database. So I've gone to the localhost/home, that's the administration page of EasyPHP. From there I get access to all the different components. The one that we want is excuse me, PHP MyAdmin. So I'm going to open that. And we have to make a new database. So I'm going to go to databases. I'm going to type in shopping, as we just saw. And I'm going to create it. Remember, in order to import a database, we first have to create an empty database because we're importing the contents. So now I have an empty database, so I'm going to do an import. I'm going to choose the file. Again, I'm going to go to the C drive. I'm going to go to Program Files, EasyPHP, Data, Local Web, in my case, Card Improved, and Shopping.sql. That's the file that contains all the SQL we need, and we're going to click Go. If everything works out, we should get some queries, and we can verify this by looking at the structure. We have a cart table, we have a product table. If we click on the product table, we see that we have 3 products, so everything looks good. So right now the system is set up exactly where we want it to begin exercise number 4. So if I go back here, I'm going to close down this window. I'm not going to be looking at the credentials. I'm going to close down the start page, and that's going to be the end of part number 1.